the pottery maker, and he said he takes you and he forms you from clay. I'm not going into all that, but he forms you. So guess what? If you got some cracks, he'll just kind of wipe that off. He knows how to erase all those cracks, or even some of them, it ages you. It makes you, you've been through some things. The scars that will remain are those that you have to just keep on you because, it meant something, and you're going to even be stronger because of that, And so as we're going to go on, I have so much more. I'm not going to keep going on with this, but I want us to just pray tonight. And let's not remember Cain and Abel. It was pride that Cain offered something that God said, give me the first fruit, give me a spotless lamb, the best you can give. And here Abel obeyed God and got murdered for that. But Cain, his whole ancestors to this day are crazy. They're messed up. I don't want to even talk about that, but but we have time to speak of so many more that I was just thinking of. King Saul. God chose him when he was small in his own eyes, and then he ends up, where does King Saul end up? Going to a witch to try and get a necromancer. He goes to speak to the dead through a witch. God allowed, this is a truth, he allows Samuel to come back to talk, and he prophesies through this. It was Samuel, and God allowed it. So he ended up still then prophesying from the dead his demise. So even when you're trying to get around God and you go through a witch or something, we got to just run away from all this stuff, all the junk. It's not that hard. The Word God, you need to have someone help you to misunderstand the Word. Because the Word is not that hard to understand. And it's simple, and we obey it, and we get a good result. I guarantee you, if you don't like the fruit in your life, you've got to look at the root, and you're going to see something. But we're too afraid to look at the root because we don't want to see something that might be ugly or a mistake or sin. Do it now. You still have time. You still have time to examine yourself and look at yourself and humble yourself before God. And then it said he will lift you up. If you turn to James, let me read that real quick. James, what was that, 4, 1 and 2? You got 1 and 2 first, or no? I can turn to my Bible. Yeah. Where do wars and fights come from among you? Do they not come from your desires for pleasure? This is from the King James. That war in your members, you lust, you do not have, you murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight in war. Yeah, you don't have because you don't ask. And the Amplified, let me read this real quick. What are we in, James? I like how it says it. In James 4:1 it says, what leads to strife and discord issues? How do conflicts, quarrels, and fightings originate among you? Do they not arise from the sensual desires that are ever warring in your bodily members? When you get fights, is it not all problem? Is it not all the result of... It just says it's in right here, the sensual desires in you, and then one of the biggest things is pride. I'm right. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. I'm right. No, you did that. No. It all goes back to exactly what I was talking about. You are jealous and covet what others have. Your desires go unfulfilled, so you become murderers. This is in the Amplified version. You become murderers. To hate is murder as far as your hearts are concerned. You burn with envy and anger, and you are not able to obtain gratification, the contentment and happiness that you seek, so you fight. See, because you're not content in God. You don't have that anchor in your soul. You might have got saved and said a prayer one day, but you're not obedient, you're not faithful, you're not doing anything God tells you to do, so your desires, it says it goes unmet. And you walk away weary and tired and thinking, but you're still helped. I believe in God, but I don't think He worked. No, I have never, ever seen a person that's successful in the Lord and come by Him that didn't obey Him and do it with the right heart. And one of the things about leadership and about obedience, one great test is if you can be, when someone tells you no, you can walk away and you can just do it and have a good heart. Because most of the time we go, can you believe what they wanted me to do? I know what I wanted to do was better than what they wanted to do. And then gossip starts, and roots of bitterness start, and offense happens, and bam. You know how many church splits I've seen and been in? It's sickening to my gut. It's a cancer. The Bible says it's like cancer. It's not even talked much about, but it's like a cancer. that have come and split whole households, split churches up. We got to take care of these things and stay humble and stay full of God and stay right. Just commend my heart, Lord. So, Jack, whoever's going to play that play, I want to pray over some people. I mean, this is not a time that you can, I don't want you to be condemned, because I'm not saying this out of condemnation, because what can you do with condemnation? You can't ever overcome anything, right? Oh, another inverted thing of pride is that you're like, oh, woe is me, poor me, you know, nobody ever looks at me. So we can't do that tonight either. Or, you know, self-condemnation, because that's pride. God's not big enough to help you. He is big enough to help you. He wants to lift you up out of the clay. He wants to lift you up out of the things that are weighing you down. If Pastor B, Pastor God, let's pray. Let's just pray. Let's come and humble ourselves. Any of these areas, any of these things that you might just say, you know what, I just want to humble I want to be more humble. I want to be more ready. And know that this is not like a one-time deal. We got to constantly stay in the Word. The Word is your life. The Word is like, we need like a feeding tube, right? That they have a feeding tube. You kind of just keep connected with it. Stay connected with this Word. And then when you see where it's correction, and where there's God wants to tell you something, and you're tweaking things all the time. Oh, I should have said that. Michael was going through some things, and he was saying something about some deep hurt. This is Michael here. And I just commended Michael because he was like, you know what? I should be proud of you. And I was so proud that, you know, it's like, not that bad. But you know, that we got to start acknowledging some things so that we don't. What good is it do if you talked about, let me just say me on the way home. You don't want to do that. I won't know about it. But see, it hurts you, right? Sometimes we get irritated with each other. Well, I wouldn't say you. You know, people, we get irritated with each other. The more we talk about it, the more it's like a feeding